everyone, this video is going to be a try-on application and review for Benefit's new Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. So I will apply this from bare skin for you, let you see what it looks like on the skin, and then I will check in with you throughout the day and give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. I'm a little surprised because I haven't heard a lot about this foundation on YouTube, even though it is a new product from Benefit. So hopefully this will be helpful to you if you are interested in maybe purchasing this product. Please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. We have some more very interesting videos coming up as well as giveaways. And please also follow Allura Beauty on Instagram. I will put the handle in the description box below, where you can also find a link to the blog sale if you're interested in purchasing anything. The Instagram account is new and we will be running some exclusive giveaways to Instagram on that account. All right, without further delay, let's get looking at the foundation and applying it. So I personally purchased this in 2 different shades because I wasn't sure if I would match either one of these perfectly. I got it in the shade 2 and the shade 4. Now this retails for $29. You can purchase it through Ulta or Sephora or Benefit's website directly. I will include a link to where you can find it to purchase in the description box below. Shade 2 is described as being light warm and shade 4 is described as being medium neutral. And the description by Benefit is that the coverage for this is light to medium, and it's listed as appropriate for all skin types. Not sure about that, with a natural finish. It does have SPF 15. That's probably the bare minimum if you're just going to have very brief exposure outside in the sunlight to have in a foundation for the daytime. Usually you want something more like SPF 30 as a minimum. And the full description says, Benefit's new Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation evens out the look of skin tone and blurs imperfections with soft focus optical blurring spheres. The lightweight buildable formula is easy to apply and flashback free, plus it contains shea extract, an ingredient known to smooth the look of skin and help protect it. With a natural matte finish and light to medium coverage, Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation looks like skin and feels like nothing at all. It's available in 12 easy to choose shades that let a range of skin tones put on a happy face. So let's go ahead, go to me barefaced and very sleep deprived, and see how this applies. So here's what the bottles look like. Very cute packaging, lightweight but sturdy. It's interesting because the color here, maybe you can see up close. So this is number 2 here and this is number 4. And number 4, if you just went by the color of the packaging itself, where it's interesting, I like that they are trying to reflect what's inside on the actual color of the packaging. But this seems to be more yellow based, and the 4, which is supposed to be deeper, seems to be more peachy. So let's go ahead and swatch these and see which one would be a better fit for my skin. All right, so we can see the one on, I think, your left on the screen, the lighter one, is definitely more yellow toned, and this one is more, I would say, slightly more peach toned, a little less yellow. Now, I think the 2 is still probably too light, even though the tone is better. The 4 actually is probably a pretty good match. Let's see, blended out. All right, there are the 2 shades blended out. And if you kind of compare it to my neck, I still think if I put this all over my face, it would look pretty ghostly because it's too light. I'm gonna go ahead and probably mix these 2 together. The 4 fits the back of my hand better, but that's because this gets more sun exposure. It's gonna be more tan than the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these and see what we get. So on the back of my hand, that's what it looks like mixed. And if we swatch it down to the neck, it seems to be a pretty good match. So I put a new set of pumps on the back of my hand. I'm taking a flat kabuki brush. This is technically a flat powder brush, but I use it for cream products and foundation. I'm mixing those 2 together. I'm gonna dab it all over the face, concentrating on my cheeks and the center of my face. I usually use the least amount on my forehead because I need the least coverage there. And then I will buff this into the skin. I'm definitely getting light coverage initially. Once you go and buff it in, it does turn out smoothly. All right, and I picked up more product in the brush and I'm gonna go in, like I said, on the cheeks where I need more coverage. And I can see how this would build up to medium coverage if you do a second layer and concentrate it where you want additional coverage. Okay, I'm going to just sit here for about a minute and let it sink in and make sure that it's dried and set before we look in close to what the surface of the skin looks like. And while I do that, I'm going to look at the ingredients list to see. It has shea extract, which helps to moisturize the skin. Oh no, the third ingredient is alcohol, denatured alcohol. I'm a little surprised because I didn't really smell it. Sometimes when there's something that has a lot of alcohol in it, you can immediately smell. I didn't smell it in the product when I was applying, but that's a huge amount of alcohol. I mean, just think about taking a bottle of alcohol and applying it to your face. It's really not good for your skin. It's really, really not good for your skin. So that immediately is a huge strike against this product. For me, certainly, and I would recommend at all, if possible, to avoid at least a product that has it so high on the ingredients list. You know, if it's the last ingredient or second to last, and there's a bunch of other good ingredients in a product, sometimes it's okay, but that is a huge amount of alcohol. So already I know that for my personal use, I will not be using this foundation in the future, but let me go ahead and still look at the rest. I'm trying to look for any sort of, there's mica in here, any sort of standout good ingredients or standout bad ingredients. I don't really see any other ones. There is some shea extract towards the very end of the ingredients list, so there's a little bit of that. That's basically, and then of course the ingredients that give you the SPF in the product too. All right, let's do a close-up of the skin. It does set very smoothly. You can still see my acne scarring, and you can still see sunspots and freckles that I have, but there's certainly a level of coverage there that smooths out the overall appearance of the skin. And that's what it looks like sort of zoomed out. So it does have a very nice finish. It is, I would say, natural matte. There's no extra dewiness or sheen added to the skin, but it's not actively mattifying either. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera, everything from contouring to concealing to an eye look, and I will check back in with you in a little bit. All right, so here is my face after putting on the rest of my makeup. The important thing to note is that I set the foundation with my Derma Blend translucent setting powder, just to let you know that it is set. It's not just the bare foundation that's on my skin. Let's do a little close-up so I guess you can kind of see the coverage level and the finish under setting powder. So you can still see my skin through. It's not full coverage. You can still see some freckles. You probably also saw a little bit of fallout from the eye look that I did, which is not the fault of the foundation at all. But it does look very smooth on the skin. I will say that before I set it with powder, it was getting a little more dewy. So like I said before, for someone who has a very oily skin, this probably doesn't have enough active mattifying properties to be a foundation that you could work with long term. If you are curious about the rest of the makeup look, like how I did the eye look and what products I use for highlighting and for For the cheeks, you will have to watch the What's New in Beauty video for this month, because I will let you know in that video how I created the rest of this makeup look. So when I first applied, it was around noon, so I will go throughout my day, film some other videos, and check back in with you to let you know the status of the foundation and how it is wearing. Alright, so this is about 3 hours after application. I have done a couple errands, I've shot another video, and I'm actually pretty surprised at how well the foundation has held up in terms of not showing a lot of shine. I thought that it would look a lot more shiny and oily by this point. So I will wait another few hours and do a final check-in, hopefully around the like 6, 7, 8 hour mark, to let you know how it is still holding up. All right, here's the final check-in. So it's been about 7 hours now. It's around 7:30 right now. It's summer, so it doesn't get dark until like 9. It's a little insane. But I would say in terms of the wear, you can see that it has gotten more shiny, a little more oily, but not to an extreme extent. So I would want to repowder, put down that shine a little bit. The formula, the advantages, the good parts. It is very lightweight. It feels really like nothing on the skin. Your skin does feel like it's able to breathe. Also, like I said, it's pretty smooth looking on the skin, pretty natural looking. It becomes one with the skin, at least from a little bit of a distance. But the disadvantages, I'm gonna zoom you in, I'm gonna let you see how it's kind of worn. Now I do have a fallout both from my lip gloss, the glitter in there, and from eyeshadow, so that's not a fault of the foundation, but I don't know if you can see, it has worn down and become patchy around the nose area here. It's held up pretty well in the other areas, but the huge disadvantage and the #1 reason I would not rewear or ever purchase this product again is the extreme amount of alcohol in the product. It's just terrible for your skin, and there's nothing about this foundation that is entirely unique to it. It's not like there aren't other foundations out there that are one with the skin, are lightweight, look natural, and so you don't need to sacrifice the health of your skin in order to get something out of this foundation. So those are my final thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, if you've tried this product and how it has panned out for you. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for taking the time to watch. As always, I'll see you in the next video.